Hello everyone, it is Mike here, and welcome to another 2K19 Rumble. This was requested by Lee, and Lee has 30 people. Now this list was based off of, I've done he said around 13 Rumbles for him at the time he sent this list in, and he's really good about picking who he wants in these 19 Rumbles, because you can no longer download people. And we're starting number one at as Charlie Kelly, my bad. I got a little tongue twisted there. But basically, he explained that the theme for this Rumble is, out of all of his Rumbles, these guys have never won. Or never have come close to winning. So, I don't remember all of his Rumbles, but I'm sure he remembers them better than I do. So, I'm basing this off of this list that he made. It's also a random one also, because we got all kinds of different characters here. But I hope you all enjoy it. This is really easy for me to do. I like doing these when, we're in between a tournament, when I have nothing ready to go. That's the best time for me to do these 19 Rumbles, and usually they are the shortest to do. So, they're shorter than 24, but very slightly shorter. But anyway, we're kicking things off with Charlie versus Rambo, which is a very unfair match. I mean, he's going to die. I'm sorry that their entrances were generic, but most of the entrances aren't, but theirs were. There's some really good entrances, too. And number 3 is Charles Ingalls. Bum. Come on, Lee. Why'd you have to put him in here? From Little Outhouse on the Prairie. The biggest bum in this Rumble, that's for sure. And Ingalls is here. I remember that one episode where those guys, they started, talking to his wife, and she had like a basket of eggs. And they dropped those eggs. And they made her drop the eggs because they were messing with her and stuff. And then he comes into town thinking he can whoop both of those guys. Both of those guys whoop him. Charles Ingalls is so overrated. His Little Outhouse on the Prairie. I could smell the stink from over here. And Charlie Kelly's already done. Wow. And who else? I got into a little house rant. So I don't like that show. I don't like that show, and I don't like the Waltons either. I don't like either one of those shows. John Boy Walton, always something happening. He gets hit in the head with a baseball. All this stuff going on with John Boy Walton. And I don't like the Little Houses. I think Little House is worse, if you ask me. It's definitely a worse show. If we're talking about old school, back in that period of time, Gunsmoke's good, and Rifleman is the top tier for a Western show. Rifleman's awesome. How he just carries that rifle, man. And number 6 is Dr. Roxo. Dr. Roxo from Metalopolis. I heard they actually did something recently, so I'll have to check that out. But that show has a lot of death. A lot of death in that show. There was one period where there was like a big poll on which show had more death, like that or Super Jail, which I've never watched Super Jail. But they're both Adult Swim cartoons. Number 7 is Michael Myers. Number 7 in this Rumble. And Darth Maul in trouble. And a good counter there by Darth Maul. And number 8 is Vegeta. Vegeta in the house. And number 8. We love Vegeta. I love Vegeta. I like him a lot better than Goku. That's for sure. I'm just a Vegeta fan. Someone needs to get rid of Charles Ingalls. I would love to see Charles Ingalls versus Michael Myers. That's what I would love to see. I would love to see that. I mean, Charles Ingalls can't even fight those 2 bums that, messed with his wife. I'm sure he has no chance against Michael Myers. And we got Goldar in the house. No, that's not Goldar. Man, I'm blind. That's Kentaro. I'm losing my mind here. Kentaro's here, which I'm glad Lee put him in. Because I haven't, he is right. I don't recall Kentaro winning Rumbles, but maybe he's won a Rumble that outside of Lee's Rumble series. Which I need to make playlists. I need to start making playlists. Too lazy. And, but I will get to it, so don't worry. I have been good about the 24 tournament. At the time I'm doing this, at least. We got Juggernaut in the house. Yeah, Charles Ingalls is done. He is done. Thank goodness. Get him out of here. Go back to your little outhouse on the prairie. And number 11 is Carnage. And Juggernaut comes right back in. And Kentaro with a headbutt there. And him and Dr. Roxo, they're really getting into it. And Juggernaut with the last ride. And we're actually seeing people last a little longer than usual, and that's good. Because sometimes they go really quick out of here. And you're not seeing that. These guys have really stood in here for a little while. Of course, they're all going to start flying out any minute, but let's enjoy it while we can. And Dr. Roxo hanging on. And he has been eliminated. And Danny DeVito's number 12, the Trash Man. The Trash Man is here from It's Sunny. And there goes Carnage. And Michael Myers, yeah, poor Trash Man, never had a chance here. And Juggernaut, Darth Maul somehow still alive. I love how Juggernaut just headbutted Vegeta. That would have to hurt with that metal. And Darth Maul with another elimination. Goodness. Myers is done. And look at Darth Maul attacking that leg. And number 13 is Dennis. So, looks like Lee... I mean, the Sonny characters never really do good. Darth Maul's incredible. I mean, he just took out the Juggernaut. So, he's really trying to win this Lee Rumble. He's been incredible. Yeah, a lot of the Sonny characters never do good. So, I think all 4 of them are in, too. I think all 4 of them are in this. None of them do good. And Dennis eliminates Vegeta. And number 4 is Chatter, one of the Cenobites. Every time I think of Cenobites, I imagine small Cinnabons for Cenobites. I don't know. Let's see how good Darth Maul can do. I mean, Darth Maul's been on a roll here. Look at the double team. And number 15 is the Nightman. So, the 4th Sonny character, all 4 characters in the first 15. That's not good. That is not good for them. If they want to, I don't think they'll ever win a Rumble unless they're like number 30. Darth Maul is definitely the one to beat here. With multiple eliminations, some really good ones too. And the baby is number 16. Oh, we better watch out for that big baby. Here comes that giant baby. Oh, man, he's going to destroy anyone in his path. That baby never gets old. And oh! Oh, my goodness. The Nightman with the takedown of the century. Oh, my goodness. The baby has been eliminated. And he is definitely going to be crying his way back to the locker room. Oh, my goodness. And John McClane is here. By the way, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Remember that tag team I had, the Rated R Johns? That was great. But Darth Maul is the one to beat, man. Darth Maul has survived. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been in here too long, but it's still impressive. And I think he's about to take down the Nightman. Nightman and Dennis trying to represent Team Sonny. And Jason's number 18. Yeah, Jason's had some wins, but maybe not with Lee. Maybe not with Team Lee. I don't know. I don't recall all of Lee's winners, but Jason does really good in these. And I love this version. It's one of my favorites of all time. And number 19 is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And number 20 is Godar. I knew he was in here. I just got him mixed up somehow with Kentaro. Man, I need some reading glasses. Or something. I don't want glasses, though. I don't want them. I do not want them. Not that I have anything against them. I don't like wearing them. But I'm probably going to end up having to wear them in the future. And John McClane eliminates Chatter. Darth Maul's still in this thing. I'm rooting for Darth Maul. I'm a big Darth Maul fan, but this is an amazing performance. But it may not last forever. And Dennis is hanging on also. Wow. Uh-oh, Goldar. This has got to be over here. Yep. Ah, man. Darth Maul has been eliminated. I knew it couldn't last forever. Especially when you're going up a super heavyweight against a super heavyweight like that. And there goes the Nightman. The Nightman is finished. But the Dayman, oh, he might be next. Yeah, Dennis is somehow still alive. He usually doesn't do well. So, the fact that he's survived this long is a miracle. And Charles Bronson's 21. So we got Bronson in the house. I wonder what Bronson would think about this in real life. I wonder what he would think seeing himself in a ring like this. In one of these rumbles. And Dennis eliminates John McClane. Wow. Wow. Dennis is really starting to shine in this. And Goldar going after Jason. And number 22 is Tormund Giantsbane. I love Tormund. Tormund's a great character. I'm actually, spoiler alert for anyone that wants to watch Game of Thrones, if you haven't seen it yet, I'm actually surprised he made it. I don't know how he made it. I don't know how he survived that whole show. I mean, there's at least 100 times he should have died. And like you predicted that he would. Like everyone thought he would die. And somehow he survives? What? Like, I think everyone in the world predicted that he was going to die in that show, and he never dies. There's like at least a couple scenarios we thought he was toast. The one scenario when they were trying to, when they were all in the snow and the ice, and then the scenario where he was in attacking the wall. Then the scenario where the White Walkers attacked. And then the scenario where the White Walkers attacked again. It's like the fact that this guy survived throughout that show is just unbelievable. He should have died. I think the show got too soft during the end. I really do. Because a lot of characters made it out that I thought should have never made it out. And especially, I felt like the last season, I felt like the White Walkers should have been the final battle. Because Cersei is an easier, and there goes Dennis. Cersei's an easier opponent than the White Walkers. So, and there goes Toby Spider-Man. The White Walkers were the biggest threat, therefore they should have been the boss fight. And the fact that they weren't made the show even worse. At the end. It's just like, it could have been so much better. And Tyler Durden is number 25. I would say where he's from, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. I'm getting really into this one. But ever since Darth Maul got eliminated, it hasn't been the same. And Tormund going after Peacemaker. Peacemaker in trouble. And Nemesis, Tyler Durden. What an elimination there by Tyler Durden there. Really good elimination. This has been a very good one. Goldar is done now. And, Pinhead, he's trying to get Tormund, it looks like. Tormund somehow survives, as usual. I mean, that guy is just unbelievable. And number 27 is James Bond. And there goes Pinhead. So much for Pinhead. The Cenobites, haven't been doing well. And that's why they're a part of this. I guess Lee's kept track of all of his winners. And I guess a lot of these guys haven't won. And, look here. John Wick's 28. John Wick coming in at 28 here. And John Wick and James Bond fighting one another. And Butterball's 29. So we're going to get the last Cenobites. All three were in. Of course, there's more than three, but you have the woman Cenobite, but we can't have her in this. And then you have all the other ones, which they never created. But I still think this Butterball and this Chatter are the best I've ever seen with the Cenobites. I'm so glad we have them. And Tormund's finally done. Who's going to be number 30? Who are we all rooting against? Because number 30 can never win. Never. And it is Mr. X. All right. So Mr. X. Everybody root against Mr. X. And James Bond has been eliminated. And here goes Peacemaker. Going to join James Bond. And we are now down to 4. One of these 4 will win Lee's Rumble. Mr. X and John Wick are having a battle here. And Butterball, look at Butterball here. Butterball. There goes Tyler Durden. Oh my goodness. Choke slammed out. Choke slammed out, so we are down to 3 now. And John Wick eliminated. Mr. X almost caught Butterball off guard, but he didn't eliminate him. And it's 29 versus 30, like the worst case scenario. So I'm rooting for Butterball. I'm hoping the Cenobite can win this. Every time I say Cenobite, I just see a cinnamon bun in my head. In my head. And we are down to the... Oh, what a final two, though. But I'm definitely rooting against Mr. X. Him and his horrible footsteps that I can hear a mile away. Yeah, Resident Evil 2. By the way, he punched Claire Redfield when I was playing as Claire. He punched her. So, he hits women, too. So, he's a horrible person. Horrible person. Mr. X is going to get canceled. For hitting Claire. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried that. And Butterball wins. Butterball wins. Wow. So number 29 wins. I guess that's better than number 30. That's the only way I would root for 29. Over 30. What a clothesline, though. And, yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, Lee. It was pretty good overall. The end, not so much. But you're not going to WrestleMania, Butterball. You're not going. We're not selling any Butterballs at WrestleMania either. I don't know why they call him Butterball. So weird. It's like, who comes up with this stuff? Drug test them. Whoever's coming up with this stuff, please. Butterball? What kind of name is that for a horror movie character? You know, Pinhead's one thing, because, and technically, yeah, they call him Pinhead. That's right. Even though the movie's called Hellraiser. Technically, Pinhead's normal, because, I mean, he has a bunch of pins in his head. What do you expect? But Butterball? Like, where did that come from? I haven't seen all the Hellraisers, so I'm not for sure. But I do know one thing. He's not going to WrestleMania. But I hope you enjoyed it, Lee. Another Rumble down for Lee. And yeah, these 19 ones are so easy. That's why every once in a while I'll throw one down, change things up a bit. And I hope you enjoyed it, Lee. I hope you did. But I hope you all enjoyed it. And I'll see you all later. Thanks.